Hello everybody. Today I am going to be making a custom fragrance blend of Lavender Fields by Crafter's Choice and Cranberry by Crafter's Choice. So it's a 50-50 blend, and it's going to be called Lavender Cranberry. Lavender Fields has a bit of like a perfumey, soapy lavender scent to it, and then the cranberry is just a very sweet cranberry. So they kind of balance each other out. So I have my lye solution here, and in here is some citric acid that I dissolved. Then I added my lye, and while the lye is hot, I put some mulberry silk in here, which is just silk, but it's silkworms that only make the silk out of mulberry leaves. So it's a very, very white silk. Very, very shiny too. So that is hot, and looks like the silk is all dissolved in there. In my soft oils here, I'm going to be adding 1 tablespoon of my coconut milk powder. And I'm going to blend that all in just to incorporate it. I just wanted to make sure that that wasn't like chunky or anything, and I'm going to let that kind of sit in here and soak, hydrate. Okay, and then this is my palm oil, coconut oil, and mango butter, and I'm going to be doing the heat transfer method where you take your hot lye solution and you pour it into the hot oils and butters of your recipe. You could also just pour it into the whole batch and put like the soft oils and stuff in with it too. And it will be fine. I've done it both ways, but when I want to add other additives to the soft oils, I keep them separate. All right, so I was just checking that to make sure it was all dissolved. It's always useful to have more than one strainer if you're planning on doing different projects, or you're just making multiple batches and you don't want to risk getting any crusty dried up lye into your next batch of soap, because it will drip down the bottom section here and then it'll plug the holes if you don't rinse it right away. So there's that. This usually takes about 5 minutes depending on your percentage of hard oils and butters in your recipe, and the temperature of your hot lye solution. The overall temperature of your room will affect it. Now I'm upstairs now soaping in a soaping room, and it's probably like 75, 76, 77 degrees up here. So let me move my camera back. Coconut oil was already soft. My palm oil was already soft. And the only thing that was still pretty solid was the mango butter, because that has a higher melting point. So I'm going to go ahead and melt all of this down, and I will bring you back once it's all melted. Alrighty, so I have that all melted down, and I'm going to be adding my soft oils with my coconut milk. All into here. And I'm going to be using this container to split off the soap into different colors. Just seeing if there's a trace, and there's a slight trace, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't separate. And what you do is you just kind of take a look. Ooh, that was not a good idea to put my hand under it as it was dripping. You just kind of take a look at the spatula there and make sure that the soap doesn't start to separate. So it's not separating, and now would be a good time to add the fragrance. I hope this doesn't do anything crazy. We shall find out. So there is the Lavender Cranberry blend. Oh wow, that turned it orange. That is wild. This is like orange juice orange right now. Okay. So I'm going to pour it off and do 3 accent colors because it's starting to thicken up pretty good too. So let's make this quick. So let's do a little bit in here, a little bit in there, a little in there. And then in the first one, I'm going to be adding Manganese Violet. And this is from Two Girls Micas. Ooh, making a mess. I want a nice purple shade. And then in this one, I'm using English Garden. This one has a bit of a sparkle to it, a little sparkle mica. Ooh, that is thickening up quickly. And then in this one that's pretty solid, I'm going to be adding Madder Rose. These are dispersing quite well without stick blending, it appears, so that's good. There might be a couple little chunks just from the soap batter being so thick, but I guess we will see. I think I'm going to do a drop swirl with this since it's so thick. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. And you can see the thickness of that now. This looks like lanolin. Now, first thing, I'm going to add some of the white. I'm going to add the madder root. I might do like a chopstick swirl or something in here. I used to have my hair this color. All of these colors. I had like a purple to magenta ombre. Those were the days. All right. Oops, sorry. This is thick. Okay, so I'm just going to go in. And then I'm going to just add the rest of the mica to the top, or the rest of the soap. I almost added lemon to this too to make a lavender lemon cranberry, but I didn't. Okay, I'm going to bang it down again. Okay. And now I'm going to just, I don't know. Ooh, that looks nice. I'll do this. All right. I'm going to bang it down one more time to get any of the air bubbles that I just put in it out. And there it is. Alrighty guys, I will let this sit overnight and then I will bring you guys back for the cut. And hopefully this all turns out good. Alrighty, we are back with the cut here. And as you can see, this purple here has a bit of a shimmer to it. And I sprayed the top down with some alcohol, and then I went by after it solidified and sprayed it again. So the top's looking a little funky, so don't mind that. Ooh, that is pretty. Oh, how nifty. There's some air bubbles because it got pretty solid. But how cool is that? That's a really interesting design. It's really neat looking. My finger feels naked because I took off my rings yesterday to put the gloves on because the rings always get like moved around under the glove. And then I forgot to put them on. And they're sitting over on my shelf. But I need to put them on as soon as I'm done with this video. I don't know if you could see it, but there's like a little bit of a sparkle in there. So crazy. That is wild looking. This is nothing like I thought it was going to look like. It's like one of those brain tests. Oh, actually, looks like a butterfly. Very swirly. Actually, I'll get one more bar out of it. And that is exactly the width I need. So this one will definitely get a nice planing on that side. You can see a little bit of air bubbles in there, which is fine. It did get quite thick. Alrighty, well, I'm going to clean one of these up just so I could show you what it looks like all cleaned up. And then I will see you in my next video. Bye!